has been a while since I last posted any videos on YouTube, Obey Me videos that is. So today I'm going to post another video from the Obey Me game, but this time it is from the new Obey Me game called Obey Me Nightbringer. This scene is for the Satan simps out there. It is in lesson 12, part 6 of the Nightbringer game. I will not spoil what happened here, what happened in this part of the story, nor would I spoil what happened to the MC. But I want to show you a Satan MC type of moment in this video. And for the Satan sims out there, this is a video that I'm sure you would totally love. So let's get to it. Put on your headphones and let's get started. Lesson 12, Part 6 of Obey Me Nightbringer. From Within a Shallow Slumber, Part 1. So we have some BGM and the scene shifts to Satan, reading what looked to be part of the story. Upon hearing his question, this is what she said. The truth is that I am not from this world. I come from a great city on the moon, the same moon that shines down upon us now, lighting up the night. That is where my people are, and on the night of the next harvest moon, they will come for me. I will have no choice but to return with them to the city on the moon. That is why I am crying, you see, because I have to leave. So, the scene shifts to a shot of Satan doing some reading and some thinking as he sits, I believe, I think he's sitting in the MC's room. So let's continue. Satan says, I found this book in the library. Apparently, it's a collection of old stories from the human world. But one time after I lost my temper, I threw it at Lucifer, and in a stroke of bad luck, it landed in the fireplace. So now I don't know the second half of the story. Very typical Satan, getting angry at Lucifer again and throwing his book at him. But the book he was reading landed in the fireplace. So now, the book he was reading, he doesn't know the second half of the story. What he read in the first couple of scenes was the first part of the story from that book he threw at Lucifer. So continuing on. Why Lucifer have to dodge it? Well, Satan Lucifer didn't want to be hit by your book. That's why he dodged it. Continuing on, actually, I guess you might already know this story, huh? And even if you don't, you'll help me research how it ends, right? Well, this story does sound kind of familiar to me. It sounds very similar to the Japanese story. I think it's a folk story or some sort of mythology. I believe it's called Kagura Hime. I think the Japanese story is on a princess of the moon whose name is Kagura. I think they called her Kagura Hime. Cannot remember the exact name of the princess, but all I can remember is that her name is Kagura, and in that story she was actually a goddess spirit of the moon. And I think for those who have read the Japanese tale of Kagura Hime, I think you may know what I'm talking about. So continuing on. So Satan is doing some more thinking, and he has this really sad look in his eyes. I cannot tell you what happened to the MC, but from this scene, you can see that Satan, as I said earlier, is in the MC's room.
No.
So continuing on, still not ready to wake up. Oh, Satan looks so sad. And these are the choices for the MC's response. When I read this part of the story, I chose the second one. Aw, I hate to see you looking so worried. Some more thinking. I think this is some thinking and thoughts of the MC. I can tell you one thing from the scene without giving any spoilers is that the MC is in her room from the future. Okay, the room she had when from the original timeline of the story. And in this scene, I can tell you that the MC is lying on her bed asleep. I will not tell you what happened to her, but she has been asleep for about 3 days already. Continuing on. So this is deep in the mind of the MC. She's thinking these sentences because somehow, she cannot say it out loud. It's no use. The words won't come out. So back to the shot of Satan, and he seems to be thinking about something, and I'm assuming that he is currently by the MC's bedside looking at her. So Satan continues by saying, so I did some research to see if I could find a way to wake you up. I've checked every book in every library in the Devildom and through the collection at the Demon Lord's castle as well. Satan did a lot of research. I cannot tell you what happened to the MC and why Satan is doing all of these. You will have to get to this part of the main story for you to know. I will not spoil anything, especially for those who have not reached this lesson yet in Nightbringer. But that fountain is so incredibly old, I wasn't able to find any decent literature on it. So I can give you a little hint. Somehow this scene is related to a fountain. Again, if you want the specifics, you will have to read this part of the story to figure out what on earth has happened to the MC and why is Satan looking so sad. Continuing on. Sorry. I wish I were more knowledgeable than I am. Aw, Satan, you don't need to be sorry. Still, that doesn't mean I've given up. I don't know anything about the fountain, sure, but I know we are dealing with a curse, that much is clear. So now I'm going through every single book on curses out there. Again, a curse? You will have to read what this curse is. Read about what this curse is once you reach this part of the story. Again, I will not give away any spoilers. Continuing on, and I don't just mean Devildom books, human world books as well. Solomon and I agreed to split up the job. He's handling some and I'm handling some. We'll find a way to save you, don't you worry. Again, what happened to the MC, you will have to reach this part of the story in Nightbringer to find out. So, Satan continues to look sad. Oh my gosh, my heart. I don't want Satan to look so sad. And he's thinking about something very carefully, but it's kind of conflicting with his expression on his face because he is giving off a very sad vibe as he is looking at the sleeping MC. Continuing on, I'm actually happy you were out cold when I first learned you were human. Because if you'd been standing there in front of me when I heard the news, well, I would have been too angry. I probably would have lost it completely. I'm afraid I might have been so out of control that I would have destroyed everything in my path, including you. Again, he's continuing with this monologue as he's kind of talking with the MC, but it's a one-way conversation since the MC is sleeping. Whether or not she can hear him, I cannot tell you. You will have to read this part of the story to figure out. Lesson 12, to figure out what happened, and also the earlier lessons to figure out what led to what happened to the MC. Again, I will not reveal any spoilers. I just want to show you the Satan MC moment in this scene from Lesson 12, Part 6 of Nightbringer. And also, it's for the Satan simps out there. I'm sure you guys will totally love this part of the story as well. And I'm sure you will also love the moment here between Satan and the MC. Continuing on. I'm truly glad that didn't happen. From the bottom of my heart, I mean it. And Satan continues to look really sad. Still, I've been thinking about why this bothered me as much as it did, and dun 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 dun. Satan simps, get ready. I hope you don't go crazy when you see the next lines that Satan is saying toward the sleeping MC. I think the reason it hit me so hard is because I loved you that much. Oh my heart, Satan simp, myself, I am a Satan simp. This line totally touched my heart, and I was feeling very emotional as I was reading this part of the story. I'm sure you guys will like this part, especially the Satan simps out there. Satan continues by saying, it's not about the fact that you're a human rather than a demon. You can be whatever. I don't care. Aww, Satan, you are so, so loving. As a Satan simp, from these lines, I am simping on him so hard. What bothered me was that there was a side of you I didn't know. Maybe I just couldn't stand the thought that you've been keeping that from me. Continuing with the sad face. The fact that I'm this interested in you and knowing who you are, it surprises even me.
No.
Hey, what do you call this feeling? When there's something you don't know and it's killing you. Konami. So, Konami is the name I used since I'm playing the MC in Nightbringer, so I chose the name Konami. Satan continues with this sad face. Konami, please, wake up. That's all I'm asking. I don't need anything else. Continuing to say this with a very sad face. Oh, my heart. Then we have the two options. When I first read to this part of the story in Nightbringer, the main storyline in Nightbringer, I chose the first option. I love you, Satan. And the scene fades to black, and guess what? Satan kisses the sleeping MC. And he's very surprised that he did that. That's why he now has a surprised look on his face, and he's thinking about it, his kiss, and asking himself, what am I doing? Again with a sad face. Continue with the sad face. Next time, I'm going to bring a book about a cat. I had Lucifer go on Aquazon and buy it for me. Oh, cats, typical Satan. I mean, I like cats too. So that's why in the original game and also in Nightbringer, I continue to be a Satan simp because I like cats too, and Satan also likes cats. But in truth, I am both a dog and a cat person. I like both pets, dogs and cats. I think I would say dogs is my top favorite pet to own, while cats may be my second choice or pet to own. Continuing on. And Satan gives a little laugh and a smile, a gorgeous smile, of course. The hero of the story is a cat, and he wears these long boots. Isn't that just brilliant? Oh, the story sounds really cute.
それじゃあ
I'll be back to see you again, Konami. I'll be waiting for you, Satan. Though I don't know what I can do since I'm still sleeping and have not waken up. Good night, Satan says with a smile, a gentle smile. Oh my gosh, his smile is so gorgeous. Satan's smile is always really gorgeous. Though I've read the biography on Satan that his brothers think that his smile is basically not showing how he's kind. His brothers think that his smile is hiding some sort of sly or thoughts that's very demon-like rather than kind. So that's it, and the scene fades. So that's lesson 12, part 6 of Obey Me, Nightbringer. I hope you enjoyed this video on a Satan and MC moment. And again, Satan Sims out there, I'm sure you will enjoy this as much as I did. But for those who have not read this part of the story, I would have to say that this part contains some spoilers through the whole interaction, well, one-way interaction between Satan and the MC. Not a lot of spoilers, but I would say these don't reveal the things I told you guys about. Didn't really reveal much of anything. But considering that this is lesson 12, part 6, it will be considered a spoiler lesson because there may be some of you who have not reached this lesson, and there are also some of you who have reached this lesson or have passed it already. For those who have not reached this lesson, it's up to you whether or not you want to watch this video. Lesson 12, part 6, the Satan MC moments in Nightbringer. One of the Satan MC moments in Nightbringer. But if you don't think it would spoil anything for you, you can take a look at the video, take a look at this lesson in the video, and tell me what you guys think of it. And also kind of your personal reactions to this really cute, touching Satan MC moment in Nightbringer lesson 12, part 6. Alright everybody, that is all for this video. For next time, if I have time, I will add another video from the Obey Me game. But until then,